Hey there, welcome to Coaching with Tally. We are here in a series all about getting out of the passenger seat and into the driver's seat of your life. Getting into this place where you feel empowered, where you feel strong, where you feel like you actually are the owner of your life. You are the one creating the results that you want to be creating in your life, where there's not something outside of yourself that has more power over you in your life than you do. There's not something outside of yourself that has the ability to keep you stuck or hold you down. And what it takes to get into that mindset is being someone that is in this place of responsibility. Like, I am 100% responsible for every choice that I make, for the results that happen in my life. And even if there are things that have happened to you where you are legitimately the victim of something and it wasn't your fault, like, this is not you taking blame for something. This is you taking responsibility for it now. You deciding how you're going to frame that in your own mind. You deciding how you're going to let that shape you and grow you into something really strong and really beautiful and really powerful, and how you're going to use that for good in your own life and in the lives of other people. So getting into this place of being 100% responsible for your life. And we've been talking every day, a different area of this, a way to steer yourself into really stepping into this whole mindset more powerfully. And we've talked about things like not blaming other people for things. We've talked about things like not making excuses for things when there are breakdowns, just owning them. We've looked at learning how to really love yourself so that you're not waiting on somebody else to give you the things that you really need, but learning how to really take care of yourself well. Talked about daily life habits and doing things that really steer you into the kind of results that you want to have. We've talked about not complaining and the power of that, being able to shift that. Today we're talking about who is it that you surround yourself with. So the power of who we surround ourselves with is really, really critical to creating the kind of life that we want to be living. Another thing we talked about yesterday was getting into action. And that's one of the big things, is just massive imperfect action. So today, talking about who we surround ourselves with, the power of that. My name is Tally. I am a life and personal development coach, and I work with leaders to create lives of overflowing joy in the world, overflowing impact in the world, that are really centered around living a life that they love. So I get leaders aligned to who it is that they most truly are, getting into that place where they know who they are and what they're made for, firing on all cylinders. I look at life really holistically with them and get clear on where they are and what it is that they want in every important area of life. And then really get ourselves into a place where there is momentum and this overflow in life, making the world a better place and creating a life that they love living while doing it. So it's pretty incredible work. And I'm just here in this space daily. I've been going live every single day, bringing just a lot of what I do with my private clients, a lot of what I do in my group coaching or my mastermind or retreats that I lead. So bringing that into this space and just offering it as a gift. So if there is something that you would love to hear a series around or even just a day on, please message me. If there's something you feel like, man, I feel stuck in this area. There's this pattern that I keep running into, or there's this mindset that I don't know how to overcome it. Reach out, message me, and let me know what you guys want to hear about, because I would love to steer it really directly toward what it is you guys need and want. So let me know. So today, talking about who you surround yourself with. Why is that so critical? You know, there have been, I'm sure you've heard the quote that who you surround yourself with, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. I know Jim Rohn said that. I don't know if somebody else said that before him. Jim Rohn is one of my favorite teachers. He's incredible. But who you surround yourself with is really, really critical to who you become. And then Tim Ferriss, some of you guys might know him. He's written multiple books. One of them was The 4-Hour Workweek, but he's just really insightful. Really, a lot of things in his writing and in his shows and teachings and when he's been on stage and that kind of thing. But here's one of the things that he said: you are the average of the 5 people you associate with most. So do not underestimate the effects of your pessimistic, unambitious, or disorganized friends. If someone isn't making you stronger, they are making you weaker. It's a bold statement, but actually really think about it. Think about the people who Like just think about maybe your top 5 influences that you have in your life, the people that you spend the most time with, who you allow to influence you, who you ask for their opinion on things. They're who you pick up the phone and call when something exciting happens or you're struggling with something. Like, who are those people for you? And really think about, are those 5 people living a life that I have a lot of respect for, that I want my life to be like? Do I feel like they influence me to be better than I am? Do I feel like I grow because of them? So those are really, really good questions. And even if you really love them and there's not a problem, like maybe it's not a super toxic, negative relationship, but they're also just not making you better. And I don't think there's a reason to like push people like that out of your life, but you want to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people who have what it is you want to create, who you really look up to and respect, who you see the fruit in their life, like what they plant emotionally or spiritually or in their mindsets or in their finances, whatever, what the things that they kind of sow, that they plant into the ground, what does that grow into? And is that something that you really value? Is that something that you want to have in your own life? So really looking at that, I think, is critical. And maybe in certain areas they have things that you really respect, and in other areas they don't. So looking at having an honest just reflection today on who you're surrounded by, and do you really respect them as people? And if you find yourself like, wow, I didn't realize how very unhealthy some of my friends are. Like, they gossip all the time, they're complaining a lot, they make excuses all the time, they blame other people, they don't have daily habits that make them better, they're not learning and growing, they don't take ownership for things that they do wrong in the relationship or in life, they don't have vision for things that they're going for personally. All of those are indicators. If you see that going on in life, then just say, okay, like, where can I be maybe taking some of that time and influence that I'm spending with them and pour it into somebody who really I see as having and creating a life that I want to live, who I see I could run with and create a lot of momentum and a lot of positivity in my life, a lot of encouragement. And thinking about the people who really support you well, who love you well, who you feel like you become better because of them. Think about those people in your life. And if you're like, crap, man, I don't have anybody in my life who I'm the one who's always pouring into everybody else. Because I think there are sometimes when you wake up and you're like, dang, I'm like the healthiest, emotionally, the most fit, the most driven, the most whatever person in my whole sphere. Everybody looks to me. Then I would say, be finding ways of looking for those relationships. Be praying for that, asking for that, looking for mentors, looking for peers who are doing similar things. Maybe get yourself into a mastermind group or get yourself into a group coaching kind of experience, or go to meetups with people who have similar interests that you think would steer you into something positive. Volunteer. Yeah, there are a lot of different ways to meet really great people. And if you're having a hard time doing that, message me, we'll connect, and I'll give you lots of ideas. So just steer yourself toward more positive people, steer yourself toward people who really are creating a life like you want to have, and just start running alongside them, add value to them, support them, and look for ways to connect. So I really encourage you to take an honest look at who you're surrounding yourself with and how you can steer yourself into more positive, more aligned influences that make you better. And then the other thing, always, whatever it is that you want in life, be that. So if you want better friends, be a better friend. If you want more positive people in your life, be more positive. If you want more love in your life, love more deeply. So give and you will receive, and just blessings to be surrounding yourself with beautiful, loving people who make you more and more who you most truly are. Blessings.